Here is game number 10 against Guerrero as the Pryad. This is the 10th one in a row. We are on Nuclear Winter, and Guerrero is in blue. Pryad is in red on the south of the map, if we go from this perspective. Alright, let's pause, see what we got deployed. So we got a defensive hold over here, protecting against helicopters. Got a single unit just to prevent stuff from going through past hotel without me knowing. Got a single recon because he kills K-52s with an MLD, so why waste the points? Got a bunch of recon, tanks, Tunguska, lots of infantry to just try to push into Alpha. See what he got. So we got really fast units, OSA AK, Zalo, BTR-90s, yeah, Mi-24K for recon, tank CV in the back, FOB, stuff to go off to the side, pretty decent units, lots of GRU on the field, and then, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 fodder squads. We'll see where they go. This is definitely a weird starter. See what he sees. He doesn't see much. I see a bunch of units pushing forward, so I should buy something. I buy a tank to prevent stuff from moving forward. Pretty much you want to deny the bridge when someone pushes like this. Because once they take hotel, you should be able to take anywhere else on the map, because they had to use units here. And it's just, they're not going to do anything for a while. So I bring up 2 tanks, one for this bridge, one for that bridge. Igla kills his helicopter recon. We got fighting over here. We both get to the area at about the same time, but my units are in better position and I have more of them. Yakware going to Delta to fight. I don't know why, who cares? Nothing's gonna happen there. Zalo's fighting a BRDM-3. Zalo's should probably win. Especially if BRDM-3 is not in cover. And there you go, Zalo's win. Point-wise, BRDM-3, 5 points more for 60. Zalo's at 30. Yeah. So he had to spend a lot more to kill that, but it worked out for him. Another CV called out, going to Foxtrot. Not the best thing. He probably needed to defend Alpha a lot harder. Maybe he didn't know how bad he had it. Well, I bring 2 squads into this. I don't want to deal with the infiltration, so I just kind of reinforce lightly. He brings up cheap units. He brings up a whole lot of them. Although he doesn't have the fire support really to support this kind of throwaway, especially when there's BTR-90s on the field. It would sound like these guys are really, really loud. So BTR-90s seeing BTRs, and they're just gonna wreck. There's nothing to stop this. Alright, so he owns that. He owns this kind of front, but the points are really on this side of the map. And as you can see, he spent at least 200 points over here to do almost nothing. And he actually lost 110 point recon to an Igla N. So the points that I spent to defend this is about a little bit cheaper than this, his attack force. And he's still behind by 1, because I am in Alpha, preventing him from bringing a CV over. I bring an Mi-24D, trying to find a CV. So I see that I thought that he had a CV over here, but it's not. BTR-90s fighting with a BRDM-3. BRDM-3 is recon, so it has stealth. BTR-90s have poor optics. They won't see it until it's really close. K-52 versus Tunguska. Tunguska should win. I don't think he saw it. He might have, though. He has Yakwade. So he has 9 squads of Yakwades doing something here. They move super slow. I didn't really care. I bring this unit. I try to get into Foxtrot. I wonder if he has units defending it. K-52, if it fast moves, it won't be able to fire as easily. So I get some free shots in, and I'm running away from it, so he'll have to set up again. Stunned, and didn't take any hits, yeah. So this is unsafe. Mi-28 coming out. BTR-90s that killed the BRDM-3 moving to try to find the CV to prevent him from reinforcing. It's pretty much what you gotta do. This is why people push the 2-point sectors. They're just worth a lot more. And it's focused. It's pretty good. BTR-90s taken out, trying to take out the Mi-28. BTR-90 kicking that CV out of Foxtrot. Mi-2 getting taken out by the K-52. Sky Pagoda fighting Yakwade with no fire support yet. This GRU squad probably should have been moved up. Not finding Foxtrot CV, I bring the BTR-90 into Echo. Doesn't work out for me. I bring a CV into Alpha just to cap him even harder. He only has 1 AA piece over here, but 3 units that could hit helicopters pretty well. Whole bunch of Yakwade coming up from behind. BTR-90 trying to find that CV. It's getting there. But there's an Mi-25. It's gonna fire. Stun panic at BTR-90. Okay. There you go. His CV is safe. Sky Pagoda taking out Yakwade left and right. Spetsnaz moving up to support. Tunguska taking out Mi-25. It's almost like it's its job or something. Alright. All these Yakwade haven't really been doing much. B1 firing. So this Yakwade is getting wrecked by the infantry that I brought in. So reservist, pretty much I expected him to want to do a B5 run in Delta pretty often. So turns out that he didn't buy a B5 and it worked out in my favor. Yakwade versus VDV that are not in buildings. Yakwade could do damage. Bringing up a second AA piece to Alpha. Zalo versus BTR-90. BTR-90's fire first. Yakwade is going to lose a guy in this one-man squad. There you go. I'm bringing units up to flank. I'm seeing if he has stuff here. It's actually amazing that the Yakwade didn't panic and rout. Zalo gonna do some pretty big damage to the VDV if I don't handle that. So I try to attack it, doesn't work out, they both miss. Try to do it again, 92%, should hit with 1, there you go. 72B1, GRU's gonna see it, gonna take 2 to the face. I was actually moving forward because there was a B5, and I'm gonna lose a Tunguska. So yeah, B5, pretty normal. I take out Delta pretty handily. I take most of Alpha back again. So like I'm at +3, he owns this part of the map, but this is really sketchy ownage, like he doesn't really control it. Shilka. Gotta turn it on and off to make things work. Unfortunately, Mi-28 used this S-13 rockets. Takes out my resupply. So let's see what happens. What do I bring in? I bring in a MiG-27, probably gonna gun run. Because I have a lot of infantry, I should be pretty safe for the most part. I don't see the helicopter anymore because my units aren't visible for it. We start to see his units, so I bring the MiG-27 to hit the Mi-25. I also bring BTR-90 pushing across the bridge, but his BRDM-3s protect it, which is pretty much what you're supposed to be doing. He brings a Ka-52 right on top of all the infantry, so I should be able to kill it without losing it. CV was spotted a little bit, so he's going to bring the Mi-25 skillfully right over it. And I'm going to lose the UAZ. This stuff should have been brought up a lot earlier, but I didn't realize that I could have. BRDM-3 is taking out the Morskaya Pekota. Mi-24V trying to shoot, doing some weird stuff. Missing pretty often for someone that should be hitting more. And it missed like 5 out of 8 missiles. That's pretty crazy. Yakware not doing much of anything. They really are just recon for 15 well 10 points with the transport. And then you just B5 whatever's left. Which is really, really, really fun to play against, I'm sure you guys know. So he saw this whole block and is like, oh, B5 time. So he does it. I see it. Try to scatter. Probably gonna lose this squad right here. Yeah. Lose a little bit on this squad. Igla takes out the helicopter. His tanks move up now. Shilka's gonna spot some GRU and not have a good day. And that's gonna be bad. Yeah. MiG-27's gonna try to kill the tanks, but they're not spotted. BTRD killing some GRU, which is really weird. It's probably because they're moving. It's weird. It shouldn't be happening. They should be trying to hit this. There you go. MiG-27 trying to spot something to hit. Not working out. Doing a gun run on the GRU. So he bought a whole bunch of UAZs instead of buying units to make sure he keeps Alpha. So I bring in units to keep Alpha from him. BTR-90 gonna get killed by a BRDM-3 due to side shots. Spetsnaz sniping battle. The ones in buildings should win. Zalo's getting called out. Kind of a weird choice, but, you know, whatever. Sniper battle. Going really well. BTR-90s teach that squad not to stand up to him. E5 coming in. Let's see where it goes. It's probably going for right around here. It's pretty much the all magic Mr. Clean. Actually looks like it's gonna bomb around right here, and I'm gonna lose this whole entire 100 points worth of units. So that's no good for me. Yeah, that was bad for me. That was really bad. So his plane use and helicopter use really carries him. Zalo's getting shot up. Ooh, MiG-27 kills the AA piece because of the Spetsnaz seeing it. Resupply truck coming in. More VDV coming in. Guerrero in the lead by +1, but Pride in the lead by almost 300 points. No AA, so I bring up a helicopter. VDV miss. And they're getting taken out, so I run away with them. I don't want to lose a squad when I have resupply. Yak B and missile getting fired at the T-80. And it gets taken out. Yakware actually beating Spetsnaz, which is really weird. I don't think this BRDM-3 did all that damage, but that was really weird. 2 Yakware squads versus Spetsnaz. So far they lost 7, 8 versus 1. Mi-24K. Gonna try to do a gun run. Yeah, Half-Life, it's a pretty good start. Mi-24D moving around, trying to see stuff, take it out. New CV getting called in for Alpha. E5 getting called in, probably gonna bomb this area. I should split. I see it, and I'm just like, oh shit, this again. And so I'm running. And he's gonna kill probably this squad and that. Yeah. Luckily, I don't lose too much. Shilka starts firing at that. 24D takes out the CV. My CV is still up back here. I wanted to see if I can get in there safely. Pretty much nothing happening on the right, as expected, just recon. Doesn't really do much. This BTR-90 probably could have been put into a bush. And there you go. Victory for Pride.